This is the Sony RX1R3, a premium compact camera, yours for $5,100 or £4,200. But why is it so expensive? For one, it takes pro quality pictures, and that's thanks to Sony's 61 megapixel sensor, latest processor, and subject detection autofocus skills. Plus, it's got this sharp 35mm lens with a bright f2 aperture that's ideal for portraits and low light photography, and it has a macro photography setting. But that's not the whole story. The reason this camera exists and its big appeal is just how small it is, and miniaturization costs a premium. The RX1R3 is an appealing everyday carry camera. For me, more than its compact physical dimensions, is the RX1R3's inconspicuousness and quiet leaf shutter that's tempting. It doesn't look or sound like a serious camera, but its secret weapon is that it takes pro-quality photos of the world around you. That's the theory, at least. So what's it actually like to use? Well, clearly it's well made, even if it's not technically weather sealed. It feels like one of Sony's Cybershot point and shoots, only it's got this large fixed lens, which makes for a front heavy setup that you need to grip firmly. Bulking it out with an optional grip would make for a more comfortable hold. The touch display performs flawlessly and it's packed with detail, but for street photos I regularly want a tilt screen for waist level shooting, and the fixed screen is the one limitation that I've really felt with the RX1R3. It's a baffling choice by Sony really, especially given the 10-year-old RX1R2 had a tilt screen. The RX1R3's EVF is one of Sony's older units too, which feels cheap for such a pricey camera. I've had a few niggles. I'm regularly accidentally pressing the control dial as I hold the camera, which unwittingly changes my ISO setting. So that's something I want to customize. But what about the pictures? 61 megapixels is plenty to play with and unleashes a handy digital crop mode for a 50mm lens field of view at 29 megapixels and a 70mm lens too. That said, the lens is exactly the same as the 10-year-old one in the RX1R2. Don't get me wrong, the pictures are sharp, but at f2 I'm seeing chromatic aberration, there's barrel distortion, plus softness in the corners. I was really hoping Sony would work its magic and make a smaller, optically better lens for this third generation model. And by comparison, the Leica Q3 has a sharper lens, and the Fujifilm GFX100 RF is better still. Even the Fujifilm X100 VI competes, and that costs less than half the price of the RX1R3. And it's not like the RX1R3 is a truly pocketable camera like my Ricoh GR3X is. Yet above all those premium compact camera alternatives, it's actually Sony's own A7RC mirrorless camera paired with a 35mm lens that feels like the wiser, thriftier purchase. I really wanted to love the Sony RX1R3 more. After all, it's a camera that could be by my side every day. Sadly for me, I think there's one compromise too many for a camera that's just so expensive. But what do you think? Would you pay extra for a camera that's much smaller?